What up, Internet? I'm Giggs, and this is Marking Out. Still don't have that title card yet. Alright, so, you know what? Before I even go into reviewing the week, all I want to say, I don't know if you guys watch NXT. I do. Obviously, I don't usually review it on the show, because I'm already reviewing fucking 7 hours of wrestling a week. Jesus Christ, it's a lot of fucking wrestling. Anyway, so, all I want to say is I'm fucking excited about this coming week's NXT. Alright, fucking Bray Wyatt versus Jericho. Biggest match ever on NXT. I'm fucking pumped. Also, by the way, as I'd mentioned before, weekends when I have my kids, like this weekend, there's a chance that I won't be able to record the video till Sunday, like I'm doing. Because, I had the kids with me all weekend. It's hard to find time to record a video. Sometimes my oldest daughter will be like watching a movie or some shit when my youngest daughter takes a nap, and I can record it then, like I did the other weekend, but not always. So when that happens, this shit comes out on Sunday. Deal with it. So yeah, fucking super pumped about the NXT match of Jericho and Bray Wyatt. Fucking love Bray Wyatt. He's badass in the ring, badass on the mic. Of all the talent that I'm super excited about in NXT and hoping that comes up to the WWE, he's definitely high up there. Him and I'm also big on Corey Graves. I love the fucking stay down knuckle tattoos. Anyway, Raw. So also, by the way, big fucking week full of Taker, man. They kind of lost some of their star power when CM Punk decided to take a hiatus, which they're very well playing off that they don't know when he's coming back or if he's coming back. They know he's coming back. It's cool. But it's good for storyline to say that they don't, because that's a big part of CM Punk's character, and because him in real life is button heads with the McMahons and with WWE. So they know that his popularity soared after he dropped the pipe bomb, where he just fucking called out all the bullshit in the business. And so, that they're kind of milking that a little bit, which is fine. That's good. But he is supposed to come back sometime around SummerSlam. Still a long time without Punk. But I think we can make it, guys. Especially if they keep doing shit like fucking bringing Taker out. In addition to that, I believe next week they're supposed to have the New Age Outlaws there to make up for it. Not actually wrestling, but to give us some old school star power. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, on Raw, Triple H had challenged, Brock Lesnar had challenged Triple H to a no DQ Extreme Rules match, cage match specifically at Extreme Rules. And, Paul Heyman came out at the beginning of Raw, acted like Triple H wasn't there because Triple H supposedly told him he wasn't going to be there. And then Triple H came out, got in his face, accepted the challenge, pedigrees Paul Heyman in the middle of the ring. Now, I'm a Heyman guy, but, he takes a bump when he needs to for the industry, and I like that. Right after that opening match, R-Truth beat Cesaro. Now, Cesaro seems to be jobbing a lot to me, and I'm not really liking that. Cesaro is such a huge fucking talent in the WWE. He's such a fucking good heel, too. Oh, yeah. Cheers, by the way. He's a great fucking heel. Amazing talent in ring. Pretty fucking good on the mic. Definitely can get a lot of heat. And I don't know, for some reason, I guess Vince doesn't like him, and he's jobbing now. He's jobbing to every fucking body. I mean, R-Truth, seriously. After that, Damien Sandow came out and beat Brodus Clay. Love Damien Sandow. Now, there's a fucking heel right there. He's funny as shit. And especially on the mic. Plus, has some fucking good in-ring moves. I'm a big fan of the Elbow of Disdain. And that's his shit. Plus, Brodus Clay, I think Brodus Clay is being misused. And now, not only Brodus Clay, but fucking Tensai, or Sweet Tea, is also being misused now. Now, I know I've said this in Marking Out. I'm only supposed to be talking about what I enjoy. Every now and then shit irritates me, though. Don't get me wrong, Brodus Clay is an okay character. But I think he'd be better as a monster heel. And I know that Tensai was better as a monster heel than he was doing nothing but fucking going along with Brodus Clay's gimmick. After that's when Cole said that the WWE wasn't able to get in contact with Punk, so I had no word on his return or whatever. Then Ziggler comes out and beats Jericho. He was making out with AJ, and fucking Vicky Guerrero with Brad Maddox in tow interrupted him with the "excuse me" and told him that if he didn't beat Jericho, that his fucking three-way match for the World Heavyweight title was going to become a fatal four-way. He didn't like that idea, and he went out and beat Jericho, which just goes back to Jericho being a hell of a sport, putting himself over to talent that's on push. He'll job to people that need job to, just like he's helping Fandango's career out immensely by not only jobbing to him at WrestleMania, but then giving him a big feud to be in. You know what I mean? That's really fucking pushed Fandango a lot farther than obviously his music has, although his music's huge for him. Everybody loves fucking Fandango, apparently. After that, fucking Biggie Langston, man, I love Biggie Langston, fucking comes out and beats Zack Ryder. However, Zack Ryder seems to have dropped his gimmick. You know what I mean? He was kind of doing the whole bro thing, with the fucking woo woo woo, it, and all that shit. And, with the spiked hair and the sunglasses. Comes out, hair down, no sunglasses, no bro shit. Just comes out, fucking gets kind of serious. And he is a very good in-ring talent. And if he's going to fucking drop the gimmick that, in my opinion, was kind of holding him back, I mean, he could really end up going far, depending on how the fans react. I'm sure it's going to depend on whether or not he's going to get a push. But I'm pumped, and I think he looks pretty fucking good. The Shield came out and fought against Taker and Team Hell No, and won, which was cool, because going into it, I was wondering, it could have gone either way. They could have had him lose to Undertaker just because he's the fucking Undertaker, and how do you not lose to the Undertaker? On the other hand, going into that match undefeated, they were, especially with a lot of those being pay-per-view, and not only being undefeated on pay-per-view, because like Taker's undefeated on pay-per-view, but he's lost matches, you know what I mean, just not on pay-per-view. Shield's going in completely fucking undefeated. Right? So they're already set up to go fucking far as hell in this business. They're set up to be major fucking rock stars here shortly. All right? And they were already cemented. So going in, I'm like, okay, so do they have The Undertaker break their undefeated streak and, have them start just being regular now? Or do they pull something fucking amazing and have them beat the team with The Undertaker? Obviously not by pinning The Undertaker. But then now when you're talking about their undefeated streak, you get to go, oh, and they even beat, Taker. And that sets them up to be fucking huger than they were going to be anyway. Because they were going to be huge. But they just went from up here to like up here. You know what I mean? Just that fucking quick. So, pretty fucking pumped to see what happens with the Shield. Because I'm loving this storyline. We all know I love a good heel stable. You know what I mean? I love the Aces and Eights over in fucking TNA. I love the Shield. I was an NWO fan, DX fan, all that shit. Alright? I love fucking heel stables. Straight Edge Society. Whatever. Obviously, I ain't straight edge as shit. Fuck straight edge. Boom. But it was a good heel stable. And then fucking Fandango comes out, beats William Regal. Regal apparently is taking a break from announcing it over NXT to come job for WWE. I don't know. He's good in the ring, so I'm not going to bitch about it. And it's good that he's helping put over talent. But I don't know. I'd like to see him win one. I haven't seen him win in a while. AJ ends up winning the Divas Battle Royale, which reminds me, one thing that is currently irritating me about WWE. The last several Raws, the main event has been a Divas match. And I think the last couple of SmackDowns, the main event has been a Divas match. Now, I'm not against the Divas matches. Don't get me wrong. I like to see the girls come out, shake it or whatever. Some of them are even pretty talented wrestlers. But they're not main event, man. And they need to stop being main event. At least they always come out and have some main event storyline coming afterwards. But still, can we knock it off with having the Divas main event fucking Raw? This is supposed to be your flagship show. Step it up. On to SmackDown, then I'm going to go back to TNA. This week I've decided to try just doing all fucking WWE real quick and then getting into TNA instead of just doing them in the order that they came. because the storylines are continuous, you know what I mean, in WWE. So things from Monday carry over to Friday, and Thursday has nothing to do with it. It's just a hell of a show. Uh, so on SmackDown, Swagger beat Del Rio, and he beat him clean, which kind of surprised me. You know, I mean, generally with the heels, they have them go over dirty, but no, he beat him fucking clean. So there you go. It's pretty good. Good match. Big Show came out and beat Sheamus because Mark Henry came down and distracted Sheamus. Because they got this like four-way dance going on right now with RKO, Sheamus, Big Show, and Mark Henry. Like the main events already, or the main storyline's already too convoluted to put them in the main events. But they're obviously bigger than mid cards, so they just got to feud with each other until it works out. I guess I don't know. Until the storylines straighten out and shit happens, because you got so many big rivalries going on right now. Obviously, Ryback and Cena, being the rivalry, and you got Swagger Del Rio, you got Ziggler against the world. So the main storyline's kind of convoluted right now, and they got these guys just working with each other until they get it worked out, I guess. But it's making for good matches, so I'm not going to complain. Like I said, Mark Henry came down, distracted Sheamus. Sheamus turns around and gets WMD to the face. 1, 2, 3, you're out of there. Immediately afterwards, Randy Orton comes out to fight Mark Henry. Not too long into the match, here comes Sheamus to fucking bro kick Mark Henry in the face for distracting him in his match against Big Show, which costs Orton the match, but he didn't seem to mind. You know what I mean? He still did his little celebration. They played his music, whatever. Although I am kind of hoping that irritates Randy Orton and that he does go ahead and do the heel turn by turning against Sheamus. I think that'd be a hell of a way to do it. By the way, don't laugh at my hat. It's a fucking Ninja Turtle. Fuck you. I got distracted by myself in the camera, and I was like, hey, you guys can't see my hat. And it's badass. It's got a fucking turtle print on the inside of it and shit. It's slick. I've been trying to get this hat for 2 years. It was my mom's hat. And I'm like, Mom, when I asked her, she didn't even know what Ninja Turtle was at first. She knew it was a Ninja Turtle, and her favorite color is purple. I'm like, it's my favorite turtle. And she was like, oh, is it Mikey? No, it's fucking Donatello. Give me the hat. She finally gave me the hat. I got the hat. It's a nice hat. Anyway, back to where was I? I was right at Sheamus bro kicking Mark Henry. All right, so after that, Fandango beats Justin Gabriel. Justin Gabriel is also very talented. For a while, I thought he was actually on the WWE roster. Now I'm starting to think he's still on NXT. Dude needs to come up. He's pretty fucking good. But I mean, again, though, there's a lot of talent on NXT that needs to go out and come up to the permanent WWE roster. But they got a lot of storyline to clean up before they got room for new guys to be coming in and shit. Barrett beats William Regal, continuing William Regal. But at least it was Barrett. I fucking love Barrett. Barrett, like I said, in my opinion, is one of the 3 most talented in-ring wrestlers out there right now. Andy's good on the mic. In my opinion, the best out there right now is CM Punk, Wade Barrett, and Austin Aries from TNA. Then Layla comes out and beats Oksana. And, of course, the story of the night on that one was the Taker-Dean Ambrose match. Dean Ambrose is a hell of a talent. From Cincinnati, Ohio, gets extra points from me. He's one of the guys that came up from NXT with the Shield. Ambrose, Reigns, and Rollins, all 3 fucking amazing in-ring and good on the fucking mic and amazing heels. So, loving these fucking guys. They had Taker beat Ambrose, naturally, because it's a one-on-one. You know what I mean? And you're not going to fucking... The new guys aren't going to take down Taker one-on-one. It's just not going to fucking happen. You know what I mean? The reason that the fucking Shield beat Team Hell No and Taker is because Taker was outside of the ring being distracted by Rollins and Reigns while Ambrose fucking, pinned Daniel Bryan. And that's the way that went down. Yeah, they won. They continue their undefeated streak, and they put Taker on the undefeated streak. But you're not going to be one-on-one with Taker when you're that new. All right, into Impact. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. So at Impact, Aces and Eights is coming in. Security tries to stop them. Totally, utterly fails. They were just like, any one of us can beat your ass. Don't make me sick, Mr. Anderson, on you. And fucking security gets out of the way. They get in, no fucking problem, which is good. Because, I'd be upset if all of a sudden Aces and Eights went on Impact. It's a good storyline. I'm enjoying it. Keep them around. Right after that, James Storm comes out to do a promo / call out AJ and Aces and Eights. Gets interrupted by Bad Influence. Bad Influence think that they can solve the Aces and Eights problem by bringing back Fortune, which obviously would involve them getting back with Bobby Roode and Austin Aries and AJ and all those guys that were in Fortune under Ric Flair. And they think that that would be the stable to stop Aces and Eights. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going to work out. All it did was end up causing some infighting between Austin Aries and Bobby Roode, which ended up causing them getting their tag team championship back. So Guerrero and Hernandez went ahead and went over them, and they were infighting, got a little distracted. Next thing you know, fucking Chavo and Hernandez win. Super Mexican and Guerrero retain the tag team championships. Yeah. So, Storm and so you got the whole. There's a little bit of a scuffle between James Storm and Bad Company. Then Aces and Eights come out and beat the shit out of Storm. Joseph Park ends up in there to beat the shit out of him. Yeah, ended up putting motherfuckers through tables. So, hell of a show so far. Then they come out and have a knockout championship match. They announce the knockout championship match between Mickie James and Velvet Sky for later on that night. Then have a knockouts match with Taryn Terrell and Taryn Terrell ends up winning. That's another thing. They actually doubled up on the knockouts matches on TNA last night, which, that's whatever. Next match, Rob Terry, who's now in a feud with Robbie E. They used to be best friends. He comes out and, ends up beating the shit out of Jesse Gadders. It's a guy I'm not all that into, honestly. He's one of the Knockouts boyfriends and shit. And, he comes out occasionally. But, he came out and got his ass beat by Rob T, is what happened there. After that, they had the tag championship match that I already mentioned earlier. So that shit happened. No title change there. Matt Morgan comes out to talk about Hogan's mistakes and his solution. Morgan wants a championship shot, and he's, right now he's kind of a tweener. He's kind of a mercenary, and I like him that way. He's like, you know what? I'll handle the Aces and Eights problem if you give me a shot at the championship. And Hogan's like, no, I need you to do this for the company, brother. I'm going to have to handle it myself because I knew you were going to be that guy that comes out and wants something out of it and blah, blah, blah. I need you to be the baby face of the company. I need you to be the new Hogan. No, he's not going to be the new fucking Hogan, okay? But he definitely deserves a fucking heavyweight championship shot. Dude's a fucking beast. But, they got to give us some kind of drama. Hogan's going to Hogan called out Bully Ray and to take back what needs taken, and actually first he actually called Matt Morgan a little bitch, which is funny because Matt the Blueprint Morgan is 7'2" and 330 pounds. He's not a little bitch, and he wouldn't make sense as a face. Not with all the shit that he's done. He's fucking stolen Hulk Hogan's cape. He's been a very bad man. He can't just fucking turn face. He can go tweener, but he can't just turn fucking face. And then after that, the final match of the night was the Knockouts Championship, where Velvet Sky successfully defended her championship against Mickie James. Altogether, it's been a good fucking week in wrestling, and this week looks to be possibly just as good. I don't know if Taker's going to be anything this week, which definitely made the last week even better than it was already going to fucking be. But yeah, that's wrestling this week, and let's hope some good shit happens this coming week, because they're on a good roll. Like I said, I wish Punk was back, because I love Punk. He's my current favorite wrestler, hands down, no fucking questions. But, as long as they keep making up for it the way they have been, I'm okay with it. So I'm Giggs, and this has been Marking Out. Peace out.